Most of you will already be familiar with Julian Illett's channel. It's a channel that's similar to mine, basic electronics, but his is more dignity and it's a lot safer too normally. Although there was a little twist of danger at Christmas which was quite nice. However, Julian is now approaching 100,000 subscribers, and to celebrate that we thought we'd do a collaboration. And it's going to be a collaboration and giveaway, because what we're going to do is this. I'm going to use one of my last remaining sign PCBs, and this is a PCB with it takes an array of LEDs, a 5x7 array, and I'm going to populate this with resistors, and then I'm going to send it to Julian with LEDs. And the LEDs I've chosen are just random mixture of red, orange and yellow, but I've mixed them all up. So he's going to put them in randomly, and the result is going to look a bit like this. This is an artwork I did a while back, which is based on just random scattering of red, orange and yellow LEDs, and it lights up and it looks quite nice. It's very warm, it's very random, it's very pleasing, and what you're going to be getting is basically a customised mini version of that that is completely unique to you. So I'm going to start that now by putting the resistors in, and I'm not going to torture you by showing me soldering these resistors in one by one. So I'm going to put the resistors in and I'll be back in a moment, and then we'll package it up and send it off to Julian. So that's all the resistors soldered in, and all in the same direction, just for no good reason at all, other than it looks quite nice. And I'm going to explain why I chose the resistor value I did. The resistor value I chose was 270 ohms. Notepad, let's work that out. All the LEDs I'm using are gallium arsenide LEDs, red, orange and yellow, good, robust, old-fashioned technology, very reliable, lovely warm colour. And their typical forward voltage, VF, equals about 2 volts. So because it's going to be a 5 volt supply, that leaves 3 volts to drop across the resistor. So, the current I'm looking for in this case, because this is strictly ornamental, it's not designed to light a room, I'm just going for around about 10 milliamps. So R equals voltage to drop divided by current required. Current required, which is therefore going to be R equals the voltage drop, which is 3 volts, because that's the 5 volts of the USB power supply, minus the 2 volt LED, 3 volts to drop, divided by 0.01, which is 10 milliamps. 10 milliamps. So let's do the maths. And we'll bring in a big calculator this time. A jolly big calculator this time. So, 3, the voltage to drop, divided by the 0.01, the 10 milliamps, equals 300 ohms. But 300 ohms, it's not a super standard value. You can get 300 ohm resistors, but it's not one of the standard range. So I could go higher. I could go to 330 ohm, which would result in slightly less than 10 milliamps, or I could go to the next value down, which is 270 ohms. And if I did that, the I equals V over R, so the current would equal the 3 volts to drop divided by 270 ohms would give me 11 milliamps, and that's absolutely fine. So that's why I chose 270 ohm for the resistors. So now let's put this into a box and label it up for Julian. So the circuit board goes in, the USB lead and some little feet to stand it on go in, the packet of random LEDs goes in, and just a packet of spare resistors and LEDs just in case everything goes wrong. And we'll just fold that down and get the label. And here's the label. We'll just stick that label on. Julian Ilett, care of Mother Superior, the Convent of Perpetual Lust, Nunville, England. That's not actually Julian's real address. I can't give you Julian's real address here. If you want Julian's real address, you can ask Julian, but I'm not saying he'll give you his real address, but certainly this is definitely not. Don't send anything to this address. I'm not actually sure where that would go. Maybe that would actually get to Julian, but I doubt it. So I'm going to package this up and put the real address on and send it off to Julian now. And I'll put a link down below in the description of this video so you can find Julian's channel, and you can find the partner video to this, which is him building it up with the LEDs, and then that's where the competition will run and someone will win the completed artistic LED panel.